All right, guys, let's do a quick update on Tesla. I am no longer in this stock for the time being. We'll talk a little bit why I exited my position, but it seems that there are still a lot of you who are interested a bit in my input. Now, I want you guys to understand that I really hope that Tesla just fully recovers back up to $480, $520, whether I'm in the position or not. But in this video, I want to share why I exited, exactly what has to happen in order for me to get back into this position, and some key levels that need to be swept or taken out if this short structure on the shorter time frame is going to switch back to bullish. Now, the main reason that I walked away from Tesla is because by my criteria, we are no longer in a bull cycle. Now, I want you to understand that I am somebody who trades a strict system. In order to enter or exit a position, I have strict rules, and each piece of those rules needs to be met. I'm not trading based off of fundamentals. I'm not trading based off of technical or based off of financials. I'm not trading based off of a hunch. I'm literally just following very simple rules, and those rules will print over the long term. But short term, they can get things wrong. And my goal is not to trade things to perfection. It's just to follow my system and my rules. And if I don't follow my system and my rules, then what's the point of having them? Now, the first thing that I need to see in order to enter a position is we need to see a bull cycle in the market. And you will see that in order to have a bull cycle in the market, this monthly BX trender needs to be increasing light red or green. There's an entire free course where you'll get access to the BX trender, the 33 fair value band, and an exact course and checklist telling you if a stock is bullish or bearish based off my long-term system. When a stock is bullish, normally we're going to end in a massive rally. Now, you're going to see that we had an entry for this bull cycle back here in September of 2025. This is why we were so bullish on Tesla last year. The stock ran 51% within 115 days. Now, for those of you who probably remember, and anybody who is new, our expectation is that price was going to continue to move up. I had targets of 550, 600, and 620 by the end of 2026. Now, the reason for this is because based on average past performance, if you look at the right side of your screen here, you're going to see the average win when we actually start to break out is 300% over a 110 to 150 day time frame. So even if we zoom out to this weekly chart, you'll see the average price movement is 236% across a 28-week cycle. This is why I did not sell any of my shares or selling any of my calls, even though I was doing really well here, because my expectation and what I was really shooting for was a massive continued move to the upside. Of course, I was not expecting price to reject. Anything can happen, and that's exactly what occurred. So, of course, the breakout didn't happen. Price ends up rejecting. I end up giving back basically all of my profits, and you guys know what happened from that point. I ended up closing out the rest of my position at the end of March. Now, the most important thing that I want you to understand about my system is the fact that obviously, number one, it's not going to time the absolute bottom. It's never going to. I mean, like, even if we go back and we look at these bull cycles, it never times the absolute bottom. That's for smart money zones. That's for volume profiles. That's what they look to do. What this looks to do is to wait for real buying pressure coming into it, because timing a bottom is great when it works. But the problem is when it doesn't work, you get these types of situations where a stock will sell off 60, 70%. And that's the exact opposite of what I want to see. I would rather not get the bottom and get in late than just bag hold something into oblivion. Because when you're bag holding, not only are you losing, but you have this opportunity cost where you could have taken that capital, deployed it somewhere else, and made money off of it. So you're hitting a double loss. What I look for is buying pressure coming in, and even by the time that happens, it might take a while, but price normally rallies pretty significantly. Now, the buying pressure on the BX is very important because, as we said before, it is very slow. It's going to be late to the party, but it's very strong. Now, in a bull cycle, you'll normally have a ton of buying pressure on this BX trender, and that's great. What we look to do from there is a price will break out, price will pull back, price will break out, price will pull back, and each one of these pullbacks is a beautiful dip buying opportunity. And remember, think of it like this, right? A rising tide lifts all ships. So if there's a huge amount of buying pressure coming into this, each of these pullbacks is normally going to lift the stock up and push it higher. This is what we want to see, and this is the type of environment that we want to trade. The opposite is said when the BX is red, right? Just because the BX is red doesn't mean that the market has to burn or has to sell off. But if there's going to be a major recession, crash, whatever it is, it's always going to happen when the BX is red. Now, in this case, normally the opposite occurs, right? Every single bounce that occurs in the market normally leads to a further sell-off. Every single bounce continues to sell off, and this continues to happen until we sweep this upside, price comes back, and then, of course, the BX trender flips green again. And it's not going to be at perfect timing, but once again, we don't necessarily need this. And this is just really important to understand from a fundamental level, because I see so many traders during bull markets who make a lot of money and they think to themselves that it's always going to be this way. And it is if you're only trading those bull cycles. If you're not trading those bull cycles, then every single time you take a trade, it's going to feel like slamming your head against the wall. And this brings us to where Tesla is currently. You know, if we look at the short-term time frame, you will see that unfortunately, yes, we have been downtrending for a while now. You will see that the monthly BX is still dark red, and my ultimate fear and why I'm not buying right now is that this could be a trap. Price could potentially reject here. Monthly BX holds red, earnings causes a cascade effect where price just continues to burn down to 300, and I don't want to be a part of that. Now, we do have earnings coming up today. I actually didn't even realize it was today while I'm making this video. And my worry here is, like we said, potential rejection, potential sell-off. But if you are bullish, what you need to see is a sweep or a breakout above this resistance point. If that can happen, then this BX will flip green, price will most likely pull back, and then we can get the push to 510, right? That's what we want to see. We want to see no longer tons of selling pressure, and we want to see the sweep above that resistance level. And so hopefully we get that. Hopefully earnings are great. Hopefully Tesla breaks out. Hopefully everything is nice. If you're bullish, you want to see a push over $420. If that happens, we're probably in the clear. If that doesn't happen, then my expectation is price will just continue to sell off. And as always, I can't get back in until my criteria lets me. You know, I know to some of you that might seem crazy. As much as I hope that Tesla breaks out, as much as it might seem like I'm getting in too late, I need to stick to my system. At the end of the day, I'm not here to be right all the time. I'm not here for views. I'm not here for you guys to tell me how great or how bad I am. I'm just here to stick to my system. And making these videos helps a lot of people, but it also helps me. It helps me stay accountable for the things that I need to do and make sure that when I'm trading, I'm doing exactly what I should be doing and having you guys hold me accountable for it through thick, thin, wins or losses. I hope this helped. I'll see you guys next time.